It's week 9 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Giants and the Raiders, next on EA Sports.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Throwing Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
You look at this Raiders defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being...
And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hey, was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
Abdullah to return.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's another typical season for Jimmy G. Last year, when he was out there, he was excellent, leading the 49ers to 7 wins and throwing 4 times as many touchdowns as interception. Then the injury bug bit again. But Las Vegas, they're counting on him being able to do the exact same thing they saw in San Francisco, but avoiding injury while doing so.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Garoppolo.
Able to find the open man, that's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
In very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
Short throw, and that's held in by Mayer.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. The stop there on third, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Robinson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Operating from the gun, Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. It's Barkley on the counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Las Vegas' pass rush was one of the weakest in the league last season, but don't tell that to Crosby. He earned Defensive Player of the Year votes with 12.5 sacks, nearly half of his team's total.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at the 30. A shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic, and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones now on 1st down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hitting Mayer here on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here first and 10.
At their own 24.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On play action, now Garoppolo.
Gets it downfield to Mayer. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. And he returns this to the 22. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Campbell making the catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Throwing Jones. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. Gano's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here's 1st down. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw is Jones. Pass complete to Shepard.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jones gets this to Waller.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Here comes 2nd down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
43 seconds to play. Here's 2nd down. Here's Jones. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This from long, very long range. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Giants win the football game.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Giants, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.